everybody, good morning and welcome back to our monthly Chit Chat. I'm Lewis.
Yeah, and I'm Mickey.
Okay, and we're here again. And this time we're going to be talking about love.
Oh.
Love is in the air. Love is in the air. I don't have a very good voice. But yeah, we're talking about the topic that has been our main focus in our classes this month. So we've been talking about love, and as you can see on the screen behind us, we have office romances. Oh, can be
Naughty.
a bit complicated. First of all, do you believe in love at first sight?
Oof, that's a big question to start with.
It's deep.
It's very deep. It's a deep question. I think I like the idea of romance and love at first sight. Yeah, I don't know if I believe it happens, but I like to think it is like that. You?
I don't know. I believe in attraction at first sight. Okay.
Physical attraction.
So obviously that's the first thing that catches your eye. Okay, although it's not.
You're so shallow.
That's not like shallow. What does it mean, shallow? Because shallow is the opposite of deep.
It
right?
is the opposite of deep, yeah. But shallow, if you use it as an adjective to describe someone, a person, it's somebody who only looks on the top.
Yeah, they only look at the surface.
Yeah.
So they look at how you look, but they don't think about what's inside.
Oh, never judge a book by its cover.
Another good expression. Never judge a book by its cover. But going back to the topic and going back to the question, I think attraction at first sight obviously exists. Okay,
Well,
because you feel attracted to someone, you fancy someone. Very English expression there.
I like the word fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can use it in like 3 different contexts, can't you? Like, so
Go on.
fancy is one for when you're attracted to someone. So you say, I fancy her, or I fancy him, because you're attracted to them. You could say, for example, Lewis, do you fancy a beer tonight?
Ooh.
Fancy a beer?
I'd love a beer. I really do fancy a beer tonight.
Or you could say, you walk into a nice hotel, you go, oof, this is a fancy hotel.
Exactly, when it's a bit posh and it has lots of ornaments maybe.
Very elegant.
It's elegant.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, you can fancy someone and you are attracted to them at first sight. Obviously, what happens later, when love can flourish, love can blossom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but I don't think love in itself exists, and I don't think it can happen at first sight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't believe in love at first sight.
Okay.
Interesting.
What were one of the other topics one of the weekly classes was the dating applications.
So yeah, we focused on 4 different dating applications, which were Tinder, Bumble,
Plenty of Fish,
and Quiz Date Live.
Quiz Date Live.
There are different dating applications, and it was quite interesting to learn a bit more about them. So, do you think dating applications work? Do you think a lot of people find love by using dating applications?
I know quite a few. I think nowadays it's becoming more common, like to find people that met each other via one of these dating applications. One of my friends, well, Spanish actually, they now live in England. They, they're married, kid, and they actually met on one of these dating platforms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I don't think it's unusual now. When you meet someone, you say, "Oh, how did you guys meet?" And they go, "Oh, Tinder." Like, it seems like it sounds ridiculous. But
This is interesting because maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, people were embarrassed to say that we met on Tinder. So if you ask this question like, how did you meet? And everyone kind of wanted to say that, it was beautiful.
Oh, I Tindered her up.
But what people want to say, they want the typical Hollywood story of, we crossed eyes in a bar, and then I approached her and I asked her if she wanted a drink, and so on.
Yeah.
But now it's become the new norm.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'd say the majority of people even, meet using dating applications.
Yeah, for sure.
And how do you think this will change and develop in the future? Because we're seeing that Tinder, for example, when it was released, there were already dating websites like Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
And then Tinder was so quick and easy and fun, so it became very popular.
Yeah, well, I think this is for everything now. Like, 'cause people don't have time to do anything because you know people have family responsibilities, work, or you don't really have free time. So everybody's looking for ways to cut corners, you know, and cut corners. Maybe not the best term to cut corners in a relationship.
What does it mean to cut corners?
It's to take the easy route to not go not to do it properly. To take find the quick route.
To make things as quick as possible.
Yeah.
When you think of the term ASAP, as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so this kind of refers to cutting corners.
Well, this is like what was the other lesson we did this month was speed dating, which was quite an interesting topic. Like because people use it because they don't have time to go on dates and to court the other person.
Yeah, to court, to woo, to conquer.
To conquer. It's not a country.
So conquer in English is probably more commonly used back in the day when we had the British Empire and the Spanish Empire traveling and conquering other countries and colonizing them.
Yeah.
And it's not exactly the same, or it can be used in a different way in Spanish.
Well, you could use, because in Spanish they use it as well, don't they? The same
I mean, in English you could use it, but it's probably more common to say to court, to flirt, to woo. Woo.
Yeah. If I said to my friends, I said, "Oh, I conquered this girl last night," they'd be like, "Sir,
hats off, well done."
Hats off, yeah. It's like I'm going to battle.
Exactly. So when we think about the long term in love, traditionally we
doesn't
think
exist.
About
it doesn't exist.
Love or
long term.
So when we think about the long term, and if the long term love exists, we usually focus on marriage. Or at least this is the traditional end game. Okay, people meet, they date, then they get married, and they have kids.
Do you think that's changing now?
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't think a lot of people care about marriage anymore. I think people's mindset is adapting, and they're like, I'm not bothered about getting married. I don't care about getting married.
Yeah. But people are also having kids later as well. They're kind of enjoying their lives a bit more, I think. No offence to anyone who's got kids.
I'm sure you enjoy your life too. But yeah, everything is being delayed.
Yeah.
So having children, getting married, retiring, everything in life is happening later.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're generalizing completely, but the trend is that people are taking a lot longer to get married, if they get married, and then after or before they get married, they have kids.
Yeah.
Do you see marriage existing in 15, 20, 30 years? Do you think it'll still be a thing? People will still get married, in particular in churches?
I think the church thing is kind of fading out now. Like people aren't going to churches to get married as much now. I think maybe because of the cost, or maybe because of religion, or the traditions of changing. I think marriage will still exist in the future because people will always want to find a way to declare themselves to another person. So I think it will exist. I think before we finish up, there's a few words which I think you should give some explanation to. That we looked at this, I think it was last week. It was it was in this lesson, okay, how to survive office romance.
I'm intrigued. Go on.
And a lot of my students struggled with 2 or 3 words, okay?
Okay.
So one of them was bound to.
Oof.
What does bound to mean, Lewis?
Well, first of all, people are bound to struggle with the word or expression bound to, okay? If you are bound to struggle, in this case, you are guaranteed to. We mentioned
guaranteed or almost guaranteed?
Yeah, I would say more or less.
99%.
Yeah, it's almost definitely going to happen. I could say that if you study English every day, you're bound to improve. Yep.
Yeah.
That wasn't planned. Another thing would be that if you do exercise and you go on a diet, you are bound to get fitter. You are bound to lose weight.
Okay. There's another word was fall out.
Oh, okay.
This is what my students struggled with to understand the terms, or to come to terms with fall out.
So fall out can be used as a noun, and in this case it would mean an argument, a fight, a quarrel, okay? And it could be used when talking about relationships or friendships or in general.
Yeah.
Okay? But it can also be used as a phrasal verb. I could say that I fell out with Mickey last week because he didn't buy me a beer.
Which I always do.
Yeah. So to fall out with someone is to have an argument with someone, to argue with someone. And it has the same meaning as the noun fallout, which is an argument.
Mm-hmm. And the last one, this is the only one that I think, which is good because fallout, and the other one was to make up.
Ooh. So, make up is a really, really, really commonly used phrasal verb which has a few different meanings. So it's very versatile, let's say. I could say make up an example, okay, to invent an example. Make up not being used as the phrasal verb, but make up the noun, okay, in the morning you do your makeup, okay, my girlfriend does her makeup when she gets up. However, in this context, to make up is what happens after you fall out with someone.
So reconcile.
To reconcile, to forgive each other, to make peace.
Yeah, we commonly say, it's okay, we kissed and made up.
Exactly.
Or my parents, when me and my brother or sister we used to fall out, my parents would always say, "Oh, you two kiss and make up," like
settle your differences.
Yeah.
Okay, make peace, forgive each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you fall out with your partner, I hope it doesn't take you too long to make up with each other.
Fantastic.
Okay, to make up.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That's it. Finished. That's it. I have nothing else left to say.
Perfect. So I've been Lewis and Mickey. We've been talking about love, and this has been our monthly chit chat. So stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can send us any messages if you'd like a class, or if you'd like to go on our Instagram for Tongue Twister Tuesday or Pronunciation Thursday. And we'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.